So I'm joined by Andy Mascarenhas from the Sheffield Racing Office. Various subjects to discuss. Andy, I don't think we've spoken since you moved across from Kinsley.
No, we haven't. I think probably the last time we're probably close to the gym crack, I would have thought, which was a fair few years ago.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
thought that was the last time.
And when was it? How long is it now that you moved?
I moved on the 1st of June. I was at Kingsley for give or take 20 years in total. I had a short spell at Doncaster in between, but there were 15 consecutive years at Kingsley as racing manager. So I've been
Yeah,
at Sheffield now for about 8 weeks.
yeah. So I mean, obviously a much greater volume of racing.
Yeah. Well, we only have the 3 meetings at Kingsley. Sheffield's a bit non-stop. You seem to be grading every day. Well, the lads in the office seem to be grading every day. I've not took over that as of yet, but I will be doing from next week onwards. But yeah, it's non-stop, but I'm enjoying it, especially the open racing, which we didn't used to have at Kingsley very often. So that was one of the main reasons for my decision to move to Sheffield.
I notice you've got quite a few of the minor opens coming up on Saturdays, haven't you?
Yeah, we do. We scheduled in for Saturday primarily to avoid Doncaster and Nottingham on the Monday and the Wednesday. The feedback I've had, though, is the trainers would prefer to go back to the traditional Tuesday open races, which is what we'll be doing once the free steps starts. So we've scheduled the minors up until the free steps starting on Saturdays, and then they'll move over to the Tuesdays once that competition commences.
Yes, of course. I mean, as the game nutrition, isn't it? I mean, it's always been a very popular event at the track. I mean, presumably you're going to be getting a few of the likely runners through for your minor opens anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, we had a few. Not many for the stayers as of yet. The standard is oversubscribed each week. We have duplicate them. We first started the opens, it clashed with a derby, so that would have probably had a slight effect on what trainers could attend initially. We've got 7 opens this Saturday. We only advertised for 4, so the demand is there. So I'm
Yeah.
hopeful that will continue when the free steps commences.
I've had a look through various kennel strengths. It would seem to me that Sheffield, like everybody else, is at the moment. It's fairly hard to the boards in terms of keeping the dogs, particularly in the summer, having enough dogs available.
We're short, to be honest. Hence why we've duplicated opens. We've had a lot of bitches coming season. I think probably about 40 within a month, and then we've had a bit of kennel cough and sickness as well. So we've lost around 100. We get about 10 or 15 back each trial meeting, but as quick as they come on, they're going straight back up again with the kennel sickness. We can't seem to get on top of it, despite deep cleaning the kennels 2 or 3 times a week. But trainers are still picking it up from wherever they're getting it from. So it is a bit of a struggle at the moment, but I'm hopeful that once we get these opens established and the trial meetings continue to provide with extra runners, we should be back to normal within a few weeks.
That's perfect. Are there any vacancies at Sheffield at the moment?
We've just set a trainer on, Paul Webster from Perry Bar. It made it very easy for me because he wasn't contracted, which is probably the hardest way to get a trainer at the minute, to find someone who's not contracted. I know I could advertise for trainers, pretty much every track I've advertised for trainers, but again, everyone's contracted, so it's very difficult to get an established trainer to your ranks. Would I take another trainer on? I don't envision it at the moment, but I would review it again in a month's time to see where we are with the racing strength. But I would try and keep to what we've got at the moment. I don't want to be seen to be putting anybody out, the new person on the block, trying to get different trainers in. I want to keep the established trainers that are here at the moment and build with them.
Okay, now I'm very conscious you've managed to fit me in here between races. Just to ask, I gather that you're back now with full crowds, yeah?
Yes, we are. Yeah, so we've had crowds in under restrictions for our Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday meetings. We are fully open now, so I expect tomorrow and Saturday. I'm not at work at the moment, so I can't tell you the numbers. I expect they'll be pretty full already. So hopefully it'll help to grow the business. And then we've also got bookmakers on course as well. We have a new bookmaker starts tomorrow. Ryan Holmes is also rejoining, and Nigel Trough has been standing on our Friday meeting. So potentially we'll have 3 bookmakers. The plan is to create a strong betting ring, especially for when the opens return, and give the owners an opportunity to hopefully win some money, and then in turn purchase some more grounds to increase the strength of Sheffield.
Yeah, also adds to the atmosphere, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. People have got used to betting on the phone, but handing over cash and receiving cash, I think that's always going to be the main thing what people want, and it's the buzz of seeing your dog win and then taking some money off the bookmakers, which I'm looking forward to looking out the window and seeing that happening once again.
Brilliant. Well, I know I'll let you go now. I know we've got some more. I think there's some more staff. We've got Matthew, hasn't he, taken over as general manager, and so on and so on. So
Yes, yeah.
I'll certainly catch him with the future. Andy, thank you for finding the time for me. You better go and get some racing underway.
No problem. Thank you, Clyde.
Cheers. Bye bye.